What is up everyone, welcome back to Mainly Movies, the channel where we talk about, well, mainly movies. So welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the new Hulu/Disney Plus exclusive Prey. So Prey follows our female protagonist Naru, who lives with a tribe and she wants to prove to her fellow tribe people that she can hunt the biggest game that there is. And as she's out and about in the wilderness, she finds something more than just regular wildlife. She stumbles across the predator.
Maui, Nita.
So Prey was a movie that I saw trailers a couple of months ago, and I thought, hey, that looks pretty good. It looks like a new direction for the Predator franchise. It looks like they're keeping it simple, keeping it safe, and that's exactly what this movie is. You can tell that the filmmakers have a passion for the Predator, for the franchise and everything like that, because they made a movie here that is almost as good as the original. Now, the original, in my opinion, is very nostalgic. I used to watch it a bunch of times when I was a kid. I mean, it's like the most masculine film that you can ever watch. You know, it's just big, muscly guys with guns shooting at an alien in a forest. I mean, how more manly can you get? But this film follows a very simple premise. It's set in the 1700s. It follows the tribe, and our main character, Naru, is very, very, very good. This is kind of the best kind of simple character that they could put into a movie like this. They didn't need to go too in depth like they did with the 2017 or 2018, trying to explain the little kid and how he's connected with the Predator. All that sort of stuff just fell flat in that movie. Where this movie is just, she wants to hunt and she sees that the Predator is a threat and she needs to hunt this Predator. And they execute that very, very well. And what I love the most about this movie is just, it takes its time to get to where it needs to be. Just like the original Predator movie, it takes a while till you actually get to to the actual Predator stuff in the movie. Just like this movie, it takes probably about 40 or so minutes to get to the Predator. So if you do find the beginning a bit slow, just stick with it, because then it just picks up like right away. If you break it down, this is basically the original film, so there might be a lot of people complaining about that, but I think that it's really good. You don't need an over-the-top plot, as we learnt from the 2017 or 2018 Predator movie. You don't need a plot that is convoluted and just messy. You don't need that at all. All you need is a very simple plot, which this movie has. You can tell that the filmmaker behind this, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it will be right here. You can tell that he has a passion for this film, which I love when I see movies doing that. I love seeing a movie where you can obviously tell the filmmakers have a passion to share this project. So that's always good and refreshing to watch. And for the most part, the side actors, side characters do a good job, but not so much. They don't lift it up as much as the main character does. But I will say that the cinematography is really good. One thing they did, which most Hollywood movies don't do nowadays, there is a shot earlier on which is just this one long take of her walking through the tribe, and it's just, she's just looking at people doing their daily chores and everything like that, and doing their routine within the tribe. And most Hollywood filmmakers wouldn't do that. They wouldn't take the time in one shot to show everything like that. They would, you know, kind of have bits and pieces here and there of people doing sort of stuff as they look, you know, to show them. But no, it's just one tracking shot of the main character Naru walking through the tribe, looking at just what people are doing, but it doesn't cut to what they're doing. It just kind of, it backs up and then you see what they're doing. And it's perfectly executed, and I was very impressed by that. But there's also a lot of nature shots in this movie that's really good. And one scene in particular where Naru and her brother are tied to a tree, that looks very, very good. Like the ambience and everything within that scene, the grey colours and the ashes and all that, that looks very, very good. They did a good job with the photography of this film. Now, the Predator itself is pretty good. This will kind of get into my negative territory. The one thing I will just quickly mention within the positives, the Predator itself I really like. It's not as advanced as the Predators we've seen in the other movies. The laser cannon, for instance, it doesn't shoot laser beams, it just shoots like metal rods out, which I think is awesome, and it just kind of uses like bear traps and just sort of like traps and gadgets that aren't as advanced as the other movies, and I think that it works very, very well, especially within the time period. It's really good. It's just a not as advanced Predator as we're used to seeing, and I really, really like that. So the Predator kind of had to use everything it had to take out the human. But one thing I will say, the Predator, the CGI for the Predator does look pretty good. I will admit that when you do see its face, at first it's a bit confusing, but then I kind of learnt to appreciate it. It looked pretty good. The CGI on the Predator looked pretty good. But the one thing I will admit is the CGI for the wildlife, for the animals, does put me off a little bit. It's quite noticeable how the way they move and everything. It's quite noticeable, the CGI there. But like I was saying before, Naru, the main character, and the actress playing her did a phenomenal job. She did a great job playing this character. But it kind of downplays everybody else in the film. Everybody else doesn't... The supporting roles don't really do much, and her brother in the film, which is kind of a big part of the movie, just didn't feel that, that big to me. There could have been that more heroic moment, but it wasn't so impactful, those characters. So, but really, they're the main negatives I have of the film. For the most part, I thought Prey was a very, very well executed Predator film, probably one of the best in the franchise since the first movie. So I will admit that, and I'm very glad, because I love the Predator movies, not so much the sequels. This is definitely one that I'm going to revisit and rewatch. I really wish, this is one of those movies again that I really wish I could watch in theaters, just like The Green Knight and Uncut Gems and things like that. Those movies that we just get them on a streaming service, but they would have just been so much better if I got to witness them in a big theater. So yeah. So anyway, Prey was a really, really good time, and I highly recommend watching this movie. In Australia, it's on Disney+, but in other countries, it's on Hulu. So you might just have to do a quick Google research where your copy of Prey will be streaming, which is another confusing thing. I do want to just quickly add that I don't like watching new films on a streaming service. I don't mind watching like a movie that I've already seen on a streaming service, but watching like a new movie, if a new movie just releases but it goes straight to a streaming service, for me, I didn't really like that. I had a couple of issues with, like, it would just like the quality will just immediately go bad. And we have good internet here. We have very good internet, but sometimes it will just for like a split second, for like 30 seconds, it will just go into very bad quality mode, and I hate when that happens. I really wish they just release a Blu-ray copy or like show it in theaters just so I can see a full like 1080p 4K viewing of the movie, because that's what this movie needs. It needs a good viewing. It's a movie that I thought was going to be like kind of low budget, but it became like bigger than what I thought when I was watching it. I was like, man, this would have been so much better on a big screen. But anyway, guys, yes, I'm going to give Prey an 8 out of 10. It was probably one of the best action movies I've seen for like a year or so, probably even 2 years. It was a very, very well executed and well made Predator film. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video. I will hopefully have a review at the end of the week for the movie Nope, Jordan Peele's new film Nope, because I'm going to go see that tonight, but tomorrow I won't be able to film a review, so it'll have to be Saturday, and hopefully I can upload it on Saturday as well. So just stay tuned, but definitely at the end of the week there will be a review for the movie Nope. So just stay tuned. And I also just want to thank everybody sticking with the channel, even though it's been like a couple of months since I did that last live stream, and then before that it was like a couple of months since I made a last video. So I'm getting back into it. I'm getting into the routine of doing it. I just kind of want to do movie reviews, just keep doing the same old stuff that I was doing before. So just bear with me here, and we'll get some movie reviews out, because I want to keep doing it, so then I get in the routine of making these videos. And I want to do like the Halloween horror special for this year, because I got a pretty good one planned, which I love making those videos. So I definitely want to just kind of get back in the routine of making videos again. I've seen quite a few movies, like every week I've gone to see like the new movies that have come out, so but I just haven't had the time to review any of them. I saw Prey on the weekend, and I wanted to do a review for Bullet Train, but I've kind of already forgotten about that movie, so there's my little review on it. I also saw The Black Phone the week before, and another movie which I might talk about called Compartment Number 6, which is probably my favourite movie of the year so far. I might talk about those in the future. I missed a few movies like The Batman and things like that that I haven't talked about yet, and The Northman. So just stay tuned with the channel, and I will probably have reviews on those movies soon. But like I said, at the end of the week, expect a review for Jordan Peele's new movie, Nope. Anyway guys, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. So stay tuned, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.